Have you ever been looked over? Counted out? Laughed at? Misunderstood? Maybe they dismissed your potential, made you feel like you didn't belong, or said you would never amount to anything. Maybe you were never picked, never applauded, never appreciated. But I want to tell you today, just because they counted you out doesn't mean God did. In fact, that's often the very place where He steps in, right in the moment people give up on you. God is just getting started. People may judge by what they see on the outside. They might look at your past, your flaws, your limitations. They may say, "There's no way she'll succeed," or "He's done too much wrong to be used by God." But God? He doesn't call the qualified, He qualifies the called. He doesn't ask for your perfection, He asks for your heart. Look at the Bible. Time and time again, God used people that others would have ignored. David was the last of his brothers, forgotten in the field. His own father didn't even bring him forward when the prophet Samuel came looking for the next king. But God said, "Man looks at the outward appearance, but I look at the heart." And it was David who was chosen. Joseph was betrayed by his own brothers, sold into slavery, and falsely accused. He was locked in prison and left behind, but God never counted him out. In time, Joseph rose to be second in command over all of Egypt. What others meant for evil, God used for good. Rahab was a prostitute. A woman with a past. Yet she's named in the lineage of Jesus Christ because she had the faith to believe in God and protect His people. Moses said he couldn't speak well. He stuttered. He didn't feel capable. But God said, "I will be with your mouth." Gideon was hiding from his enemies, insecure and unsure. But God called him a mighty warrior before he ever won a single battle. God has a history of choosing the ones others would overlook. He specializes in lifting the broken, restoring the fallen, and exalting the humble. So maybe you've been counted out. Maybe someone left you, rejected you, betrayed you. Maybe the job went to someone else. The opportunity slipped away. Maybe the door closed, and you thought that was it. Maybe you've even started to count yourself out. But here's the truth, God counted you in before anyone else even had a vote. He had already written your story, sealed your future, and destined you for greatness before the foundations of the world. You were chosen before the world began. You were called, set apart, and deeply loved. God doesn't need a panel of people to approve what He's already ordained. He's not running a popularity contest. When God says you're in, no one can vote you out. It doesn't matter what they said. It matters what He says. God says, "You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are more than a conqueror. You are the head and not the tail. You are chosen, loved, forgiven, redeemed." That's who you are. Not what they said. Not what they assumed. Not what they posted. But what He declared. Sometimes God will allow people to count you out on purpose, not to punish you, but to prepare you. Rejection often becomes redirection. What you thought was a setback was actually a setup. They needed to count you out so that God alone could get the glory for bringing you in. That way, when your breakthrough comes, no one can say, "It was because of me." They'll have no choice but to say, "That had to be God." When you're overlooked, it doesn't mean you're unworthy. It means your time hasn't come yet. And when it does, oh, how glorious it will be. When God brings you in, He brings you all the way in. No half doors. No halfway blessings. Full access. Full favor. Full breakthrough. Don't get bitter when people turn away. Don't give up when you're misunderstood. Let them walk away. Let them count you out. God's vote is the only one that matters. Sometimes God will isolate you before He elevates you. He'll remove certain people, places, or situations to show you that your promotion doesn't come from men, it comes from Him. If God can take David from the field to the throne, He can take you from the back of the line to the front. If He can take Esther from being an orphan to being queen, He can raise you up in ways you never imagined. So don't be discouraged when it feels like you've been forgotten. God hasn't forgotten you. He's just building your character, preparing your heart, sharpening your faith, because where He's taking you, you can't afford to carry the weight of people's opinions. Let's be honest, sometimes we spend too much time trying to prove ourselves to people who were never meant to see us anyway. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Just stay faithful. Stay consistent. Stay in position. Because when your moment comes, you won't have to force it. You won't have to beg for it. God will open the door, and no one will be able to shut it. In fact, some of the very people who counted you out will have to watch God count you in. They'll see the blessing. They'll see the favor. They'll see the overflow. Not so you can say, "I told you so," but so they can say, "Surely, this is the Lord's doing." The stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. God uses the rejected to build something remarkable. He uses the abandoned to demonstrate His faithfulness. He uses the broken to reveal His glory. You may feel like your story is over, but it's not. This is just the part where God flips the script. This is where He turns pain into purpose. This is where He makes all things new. And when He brings you into that next season, you'll realize that being counted out was the best thing that ever happened to you. Because it forced you to lean on Him. It taught you to pray. It pushed you closer to your purpose. It positioned you for greatness. Don't you dare give up now. Don't you dare shrink back. Don't you dare believe the lie that you're not good enough. You are chosen. You are called. You are equipped. The God who raised Jesus from the dead is the same God who is breathing life back into your dreams. The same God who made a way through the Red Sea is parting the waters in your life. The same God who made a way through the Red Sea is parting the waters in your life. The same God who fed the 5,000 is about to multiply what's in your hands. So lift your head. Straighten your shoulders. Walk like someone who's been counted in by the King of Kings. They may not see it, but God sees it. They may not understand it, but God knows exactly what He's doing. They may have walked away, but God is walking with you every step of the way. He's for you. He's with you. He's ahead of you. And if God be for you, who can be against you? Let them talk. Let them doubt. Let them count you out. Just know this, God is about to show them why He counted you in.